Hello, America. My name is Doyle Grimes Jr. Let me get straight to the topic, okay? On November 8th, 2018, at 8:39 a.m., my wife went to McDonald's to purchase a coffee, and she purchased a bottle of milk for my son because he didn't have any milk at the time. So she purchased the milk, and she made the bottle for him in the car, and she fed it to him and everything. And a couple minutes later, he started vomiting and throwing up. So she cleaned up the car in the McDonald's parking lot. So she didn't think it was nothing, so she just gave it back to him. And a couple minutes later, he kept throwing up again. So she was trying to figure out what was wrong. So she eventually gave him the bottle again. And, he just kept throwing up all day. So when she got home, she finally realized that the milk that she bought from McDonald's had a receipt right here. It says McDonald's restaurant, store number 6103 26601 on US 1 in Orlando, Florida 33032. It's a zip code. And she finally brought him home, and when she checked the date on the milk, I still had the milk in the car. The milk was expired. So by him kept throwing up, so I said, well, they just take him to the hospital, make sure he's okay. So we took him to Homestead Hospital. And once we checked him in, they said that he had a stomach virus, he was very sick, and he was dehydrated, so I had to keep him overnight. So I called out from work, and I stayed overnight with my son at the hospital, just to make sure he was okay. And they said he was food poisoned from McDonald's serving expired milk. Now, me, where I work at my job, when we first get in there, number one, we have a pre-shift meeting for like 5 minutes every day. And we talk about safety, which is more important than anything. When you getting to work safe, make it home safe to your family. And number two, we talk about distributing quality products to our customers. And that's something that McDonald's need to learn how to do. Distribute quality products to their customers. Now, my wife did a report with one of the managers at the store. I think her name was Ashley. And it took a couple of weeks for her to get back in contact with us, so we called the corporate office. And I spoke to a woman by the name of Louise at McDonald's corporate office. And she said, well, she was going to contact the store to find out what's going on or whatever. Did we do a report? We said, yes, we did everything that we were supposed to do. So she called the store. She said she was going to get back with us. So eventually, some guy by the name of George Judge was supposed to be McDonald's insurance agent or whatever. So he called my wife, and I told my wife when he called, tell him to call me. So she three-wayed him with the guy on the phone. And so I explained the situation to him about, all the physical pain and suffering that I had to go through and my son had to go through, He missing work and stuff like that. Well, he said, he came off to be very rude. Oh, I'm not a doctor, and, this and that. And the guy who owns the McDonald's he's a franchise, and he owned just 6 McDonald's and this and that. So I'm like, okay, well, where you going with it, Oh, well, this and that. So I said, well, it don't make a difference about it's his franchise or whatever. When you pull up to the window, it doesn't say, well, this McDonald's is a franchise on the window. No, it say McDonald's. We're going there because it's McDonald's. Now, who owns it or what is a franchise? That's none of our business. We're going because it's McDonald's. Now, even though you want to be rude and say stuff out of the way about, oh, well, you ain't finna benefit off this, and you're not gonna retire off this. So I told the guy, well, listen, I explained my situation to you about the pain and suffering I had to see my son go through and all this. And now you want to get all rude with me on the phone about, I'm not the one wrong. McDonald's wrong for selling me this product. So he got all rude. So I said, well, listen, fine, however you feel. I said, well, I get legal representation. Oh, if you get a lawyer, they're going to get 1/3 of your money and this and that. Listen, It doesn't matter. I mean, if your son was in that same situation, I mean, what would you do? I mean, the proper way to address the situation is, hey, Mr. Grimes, I'm sorry about what happened, and how's your kid? That's the first thing you're supposed to say, not about who owned this or who owned that, and I'm not going to retire off the money or whatever I'm supposed to get or whatever, or if you get a lawyer, that's not the right way to handle business. Now, even though you say this guy owns 6 McDonald's and it's supposed to be a franchise, it doesn't make a difference if it's a franchise or whatever. The McDonald's reputation is on the line. Every product coming out that window has a McDonald's symbol on it. Every product. Whether it's a franchise or not. McDonald's is responsible for this, whether they know or unknown. Now, if I pick a guy up and take him out to do a robbery or a murder or whatever, now just because I don't get out the car with him when you go commit the crime doesn't mean that I'm not guilty. That's called conspiracy. Whether I get out the car or whether I don't, I'm still involved with it. Now, whether this guy, McDonald's he owns, his franchise or whatever, McDonald's is still responsible for the pain and suffering that me, my son, and my family had to go through. And I want answers. And like I said, the proper way for him, he should have asked me, first of all, he should apologize. I never got an apology from the manager, Miss Ashley. I never got an apology from Louise from the McDonald's Corporation. I definitely get an apology from George Judge. He was very rude and very disrespectful. Now, I understand how it goes when you're dealing with insurance companies and stuff like that. They always try to get over on you. They always try to, say things and do things, even though people pay their insurance every month. And not just this situation, every situation. You have to go through so much to fight insurance companies. So I understand how they use it. I understand George Judge, this is your job, this is what you're supposed to do. But there's a proper way of doing things, Your first priority is to apologize for your wrongdoing. Whether it's the franchise, like I said, or whether McDonald's, regardless, McDonald's is responsible. Their logo, their product is coming out their window. And guess what? They're benefiting off everything that's selling out their window. Whether this guy owns 6 or he owns 7 or owns 8, everything coming out their window, McDonald's receiving benefits from it. So they're responsible for it. Now the proper way, like I said, handle things, you should have asked me, Mr. Grimes, how your son doing? Is he okay? No, not come off to be rude and arrogant about, oh, I'm not going to tie you off this, I'm not a doctor. You even said you're not a doctor. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you should have said, okay, well, how your son doing? Or is he doing okay? Okay, I apologize, I'm sorry. Send me the medical records, and then we'll review it, and then we'll go from there. That's simple. You have to do all this or say all that there. So we sent you the medical records, and you reviewed them, and then you still come back and say, oh, it wasn't this, the milk didn't get him sick, and all. Apparently it was. I had the receipt here, I had the milk in the car. The milk was already expired when you sold it to us. And you need to be held accountable. Now, if that was me, if I was McDonald's, George Judge immediately would be terminated because he didn't properly handle business correctly. He was very rude and disrespectful, man. That's not the right way or proper way to handle any situation like this. The first thing you're supposed to do is make sure the family's okay and the child is okay. Not talk about financial this, financial that, or what I'm not going to get or what I'm not supposed to get. That's none of your business. Period. Your main priority is supposed to be the well-being of my child. I'm not the one at fault. McDonald's is. And McDonald's needs to be held responsible for their actions. It's just that simple. Now, I will seek legal representation about this because no one has contacted me after the situation. After he reviewed the medical reports, like I say, he sent it back. He sent an email back to my wife saying, oh, not the milk, this and that. Well, okay, fine. But my son was doing well before he even dropped that milk. He was dehydrated. He was throwing up for days. I even took him back to the hospital again a couple of days later to make sure he was okay. I got all the medical reports and everything. Now, like I say, if y'all want to, they want to handle the business or do it the right way, then like I say, I'm going to seek legal representation and we'll just go from there. But McDonald's will be held accountable for all the pain and suffering that they took me and my son through, a 1-year-old child. Sitting there in the hospital bed, they had to shove IV in the arm bleeding. And I mean, this is something I'm not used to be honest with you. I never experienced this, and it's a lot of emotional pain for me and mental pain. And like I say, people don't understand how you feel until they get put in that situation. When they see their son on the hospital bed, blood skeeting out his arm, and doctors have to hold him down, and I'm trying to hold him down for the doctors and stuff like that. And then he have to stay in the hospital a day and a half without eating. That's suffering. That's mental and emotional suffering that he have to go through. I have to sit and watch them go through this. And it's not right. And McDonald's, I need an answer. I need an answer. I'll see you in court. Thank you and God bless you.